they're posted, the parking bans are posted on your site. And,
Yeah, if I could add to that.
yes.
Thank you. Yes, they are posted on the site. We do put out a Nixle call.
Yes.
To anybody that has signed up for Nixle, and we have 1,700 people that are signed up for Nixle.
Yep.
And we had discussion also on this topic at our borough meeting last week. And as a result, we have dedicated overtime for a trooper to be on duty to assist with public works if there are cars that are blocking the way or just not adhering to the ban. And it just kind of want to make it known out there that when we spoke to the trooper, really if they don't move the cars, the only recourse is to have them towed.
Yes.
Because he said putting tickets on them, you're putting them underneath snow, and everything gets wet, and you don't really get them. So that's the recourse, and we are going to do it. Public Works apparently had a very hard time that last storm.
It was difficult.
Yep. So
it is a public safety issue because if Public Works can't do their job, and
Correct.
there's any kind of fire or emergency management system thing, you're not going to be able to get through the roads.
Right.
You can't plow the roads, and the fire trucks aren't going to get through the roads.
Fire trucks.
And there
ambulance,
was one plow truck that I think had to back out because they couldn't get around, and so just, it's kind of all of the above. So we are going to take action, and, bans are there for a reason, and, you got to enforce them.
Yep.
It was brought up at your borough meeting that, once they started doing that, people paid attention and adhered to it.
Right. So thank you, Lori.
You're welcome.
Okay, any other social media issues? No?
No.
Okay. So we will move on to 6C, discussion and possible action on reappointment of Tom Giard as member of the Economic Development Commission for a term of 1/25/26 through 1/24/2031. I would ask that we table this until our next meeting, so that the board and I can meet. I have been meeting with other surrounding towns, learning a little bit more about the EDCs and how they operate in other towns, and I'd like to take all of that information into consideration in addition to what our EDC has presented in finding ways that we can move forward in a positive direction. So I'd like to table that.
I'll second that. So I'll make motions to table C, discussion possible action for appointment of Tom Giard as a member of the Economic Development Commission for a term of 1/25/2026 to 1/24/2031.
I will second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. D, discussion and possible action on reappointment of Rich Canova as a member of the Economic Development Commission for a term of 1/25/26 through 1/24/2031. And again, I would like to ask if we could table this until our next meeting so that the board can convene and discuss any information that I'm able to find.
And I'll make a motion to table 6D for discussion possible action on reappointment of Rich Canova as a member of the Economic Development Commission for a term of 1/25/2026 to 1/24/2031.
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. E, discussion and possible action on reappointment of Mary Rose DeVoe as town historian for 1/1/2026 to 1/1/2027.
Can I ask a question about that?
Sure.
Is there a reason that it's only a 1-year appointment?
I think that may have been a personal choice of hers.
Okay, I just wanted to make
Okay.
sure that that was something that
No,
maybe
I
she
think
wanted
that,
as opposed to.
I think that probably
Okay,
is something that she's comfortable with right
Okay.
now.
because in that situation, even if we had somebody, in her case, like, let's say she was like, yes, I just want to do 1 more year, it'd be great if we knew that in advance and we're able to have somebody else come and kind of take some of that knowledge and
Yeah.
be ready to take their.
Well, I'm
take
sure
their place.
that within the Historical Society,
Yeah,
they have this, they have a plan in place, but
yeah. I was just curious, because there's really nothing else we appoint that's only a 1-year term, so.
yeah, no, I think that's,
Okay,
she's been our historian for many, many, many years. And I think that this is something that she's comfortable with, the 1-year appointment.
okay. Well, then I would like to motion to reappoint Mary Rose DeVoe as town historian.
And I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to reappoint Mary Rose DeVoe as town historian. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. F, discussion and possible action on reappointment of Jackie Jamrock as an alternate member of the Ethics Commission for a term of 1/13/2026 through 1/12/2027.
I'll make a motion to reappoint Jackie Jamrock as an alternate member of the Ethics Commission for a term of 1/13/2026 to 1/12/2027.
I will second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on reappointment of Jackie Jamrock. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. G, discussion and possible action on appointment of Beverly Domkowski to the Griswold Housing Authority to fill the unexpired portion of a term of 2/1/2023 through 1/31/2028.
Okay, I'll make a motion to appoint Beverly Domkowski to the Griswold Housing Authority to fill the unexpired portion of the term 2/1/2023 to 1/31/2028.
I will second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. H, discussion and possible action on request for town resident appointments to the Cable TV Advisory Council of Eastern Connecticut. This has been on the agenda before. We did put out a request. None of the positions were filled. I have a second letter here that they sent on January 5th, and I'd like to read that the Connecticut State Statute 16-331 establishes cable television advisory councils. Pure regulation specifies that each municipality within the franchise region shall appoint members to the advisory council. So we technically need 3. We need 2, and then we also need 1 from the Board of Education. Appointed members may be residents, employees, or elected officials. The senior elected official may appoint 2 members for 2-year terms to represent Griswold. Your municipality's Board of Education may appoint 1 member to represent the Board of Education. So this is something, these are 3 positions that have to be filled. So,
Can you help me better understand the purpose of this?
it's an advisory council, and I think that is what they are required by regulation to have an advisory council. The same way that, for example, the Department of Health must have a board of directors, they must have a board of finance. So, and it's one of the, and they do stipulate here the pure regulation, section 16-333-25, specifies that each municipality shall appoint members. So it's somewhat of a requirement.
I guess my question would be, what are you advising on if you're in that? And then, because if we're gonna try and, we obviously need to get some people that want to do that, and then appoint them, so it'd be nice to know kind of what specifically that entails.
It's a 2-year term, and it really doesn't specify in the letter. I can get more information on it.
Yeah.
But it's another one of those boards, for example, like the Southeastern Council of Governments.
Yeah, okay.
It's, Todd?
So in the past, that advisory committee has had input on when they want to get rid of key channels and replace it with other channels, things like that. A lot of times the public, let's say, doesn't want to lose channel 3 and 8.
Yeah.
because they're negotiating, you know, as a package, they're gonna lose that. So I think it also gives, it has in the past, complaints from the town to get their way to that advisory. Years ago, it used to be a lot, our plant was on it, and Burdick.
Yes.
You know, they were pretty active, they went to most of the meetings. It also, over the years, got us that access channel from the school, cable access. That was one of the things that every town got, was an access channel.
Okay.
So I know that's kind of the things that did in the past. I'm not sure if it's changed.
Would it be appropriate to, like, table it and get more information before we make any kind of moves on it?
We can,
Okay,
sure.
because I feel super
Yeah.
uninformed about it, and I'd rather not make any decisive movements
And
on
what
it.
I'll do is I'll pull up those, the regulations and the statutes,
Yeah,
and we can, as a matter of fact, we'll be calling a special meeting for the board next week, and
Yeah.
we can talk about it then.
okay.
Okay?
Then I would motion that we table 6H, discussion and possible action on request for town resident appointments to Cable TV Advisory Council of Eastern Connecticut until our next meeting.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to table item H. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And we move on to number 7, any other business that may properly come before the board. Anything?
I'm good.
Okay. Number 8, public forum. Yes, Lori.
Lori Sorter, 67 Ashland Street. This is a question from the borough to your board. I did get an email today from the flock camera place. So I don't know if you have, I don't think that you've made any decisions, or, so I'm just kind of seeing where you're at so that we can respond to this guy.
Well, Wayne and I were talking earlier, and we are going to be scheduling a special meeting next week, and
Okay.
flock camera discussion will be on the agenda.
Okay, great. So I can report that back.
Yes.
And the other thing is, once you have more information on the resident request for Eastern Connecticut Cable, or if that's what it's called, we can put that out on social media, which finds, you know, really goes to quite a few people, and see if there are volunteers.
And we can
that
do
would
the
like to
same,
do that.
getting
Right.
it on our website also, and other ways.
Yep.
Okay, and then I guess we would contact the school. I can talk with Sean to see about appointing somebody from the Board of Ed, a member from the Board of Ed. So I'll take care of that. All right. Any other public forum? Yes.
Mark McKinney, 8 Totem Lane. I just hope the Board of Selectmen, we really need a secretary in land use. We're drowning. Okay, so if you can't be a full-time person or a part-time person in the office, I really wish you guys would reach out to maybe get somebody temporary or something like that,
Okay.
at least for wetlands and zoning, because we're getting buried. It's a lot to keep track of. It's a lot of the long meetings, and Mario's done a yeoman's job, but you know he can't really participate while he's taking notes and trying to do the thing. And then I think because he is doing the minutes, it's taken away from some of the work he's supposed to be doing and what he's
Agreed.
supposed to be doing.
We had a department head meeting today, and our HR director was in there, and apparently Mario has met with her.
Okay, well, this is out of me. I just
And,
talked
no,
about
no,
it.
no, I just wanted you to know where it was, and I guess they're going to advertise again. They're going to put the ad out there, and they're changing the wording in it.
It's been a long time, and we really need minutes.
It's been a long
We got to
time.
be as a potential suits and stuff.
Well, I was surprised that it wasn't advertised sooner,
Right.
but there was a long period of time that nothing was,
We have another big meeting Thursday night too, so that was.
Yeah.
We're on our own.
Yeah.
We're on our own campus.
To,
We have it on our website.
so to add to that, it is on the website.
so, yeah.
But, so I also noticed this problem and saw that it was up for a long time. And I talked to Robin about it because I did my own background on it. And I reached out actually originally to Lisa, who sent me on to Robin to ask, the job posting was 4 pages long and didn't have specification of hours or pay on it. So we definitely needed to change
we just need help
that.
done.
She already did that. So that's already done. But then it's not super easy to find already. And I asked if we had put it out on any of the aggregate job posting sites like Indeed or ZipRecruiter, which is the way that most people find postings. And she indicated to me that I guess the process has been that we send it to the Bulletin puts it in on their site, and they're supposed to cross-post, but it's not available on any of those job posting sites. So I talked to Robin about that today. We can set up a free account with those sites and put our listings directly, our job postings directly on Indeed, so that we can get more eyeballs on it.
Those are free?
Free. You get 3 free a month for a term of 30 days.
When is your next meeting?
Certainly.
So I am trying to help them get that out as soon as we can. Robin already updated the posting, and then we're gonna go through that.
Yep.
So,
Yes,
Rich Grabowski, 37 Talbot Terrace. In that same vein, the Board of Selectmen and Board of Finance should maybe consider making it a full-time position. That filling that position has been an ongoing thing for a number of years now.
Yeah.
People leaving, it's only part-time, no benefits, all that stuff. So maybe you may want to consider making it a full-time position and extending its duties and responsibilities. And maybe make it more stable.
it was full-time at one
Long
point?
time ago, yeah.
All right. Do we know how long ago it was made part-time?
A big budget cut, yeah.
COVID, okay. Okay. Well, we do have budget requests coming up, so.
yeah, I don't know. I have some other thoughts on that too, but maybe that's a conversation for when we have more information on what, when we actually get the posting out and get somebody in to interview, but.
Okay. All right, any other public forum? Last chance, any other public forum? Okay, if not, we're gonna move on to number 9, adjournment.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
A second.
Okay, we have a motion to adjourn and a second at 6:22. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And you are all invited to stay on for the town meeting, which is scheduled to begin at 6:30.
To change it for.
No, I think we stay up here, I believe, yeah. Kelsey, are you okay with us remaining up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hope it answers as good as yours.
If anybody is staying for the town meeting, though, you do need to sign in the registrar's for me, please.
And you get driver's license?
He didn't think of that. Yeah, he's got I know it's all his family and stuff, but still.
I did.
So all we have to do is temporarily turn off the video.
Soon?
Okay, I am going to call to order this Town of Griswold special town meeting on Tuesday, January 13th, 2026, at 6:30 PM. Meeting being held in the Griswold Town Hall. Present, first Selectman, myself, Tina Falk. Selectman, are you all right? Wayne Malin.
I'm good.
Okay, and Matt Danieluk. Also present. Do we have to do the other presents also? Office of the Registrar of Voters.
Yeah, I would do that, yeah.
All right. And then Town Clerk. All right. I'm going to ask for a motion to nominate a moderator.
I make a motion to nominate Rich Grabowski.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to nominate Rich Grabowski as moderator. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All
Okay.
opposed?
Any opposition? Okay, so the vote is unanimous. And then, Rich, I guess we turn this over to you.
I'll sit over here.
You want to sit up here?
Right, yeah.
We can move over.
No, I'm good. Keep my back to the wall. Okay, opening a special town meeting of the town of Griswold, January 13, 2026. I'll ask the town clerk to read the call of the meeting, please.
Notice is hereby given to the electors of the town of Griswold and those qualifying taxpayers lawfully entitled to vote in Griswold town meetings pursuant to 7-6 of the Connecticut State Statutes, that a special town meeting will be held on Tuesday, January 13th, 2026 at 6:30 at the Griswold Town Hall, 28 Main Street, Griswold, Connecticut, 06351, for the purpose of considering and acting upon the following proposed changes to the Town Code of Ordinances. 1, pursuant to a vote of the Board of Selectmen on December 23rd, 2025, repeal and replacement of section 143-1A1, fees established, chapters 143 fees. 2, pursuant to a vote of the Board of Selectmen on December 23rd, 2025, repeal and replacement of Chapter 35 Ethics. This summary is not all-inclusive. Copies of the proposed amendments are available for view at the Griswold Town Hall, Town Clerk's Office, 28 Main Street, Griswold, Connecticut, or the Town of Griswold website. And then cancellation, which we're here, so that's something. Dated at Griswold, Connecticut, the 6th of January, 2026, from the Board of Selectmen.
Thank you. Okay, first item is item 1, repeal and replacement of fees established for chapter 143. I'll open the floor to discussion and possible motions. Anyone in favor or opposed to said changes?
Well, Carl and I, Martin McKinney, 8 Total Lane, we have changed our fees in quite a few years, and basically what the structure is, it goes up with both the codes, and it parallels other towns and other communities in our area, and I'm for this application.
Any other comments or discussion? Hearing none?
I'll make a motion, we go to a vote.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded to vote on item 1. All in favor? All opposed? So, registrars, we could do a show of hands, or you gonna do a paper ballot?
Show of hands, it's fine.
Okay, all in favor of item 1 on tonight's agendas, raise your right hand, please. All opposed? So moved. Item 2, vote on the Board of Selectmen, let's see, the repeal and replacement of Chapter 35 under the Ethics Commission. Any discussion on item 2? Any pro or opposed?
Well, I think when the motion is made, we need to address the number 7.
Any further discussion on item 2? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
I will make a motion to approve these proposed changes to the Griswold Code of Ethics with the exception of item number 7, request that ethics code be paginated and a table of contents added.
You're removing item 7?
Removing item 7.
Motion's been made to approve the proposed changes to the Griswold Code of Ethics, removing item number 7. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded to approve item 2 as adjusted. All in favor, raise your right hand. Thank you. All opposed? Motion passes. That concludes our business. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, so the meeting is adjourned. 6:38. Thank you, everybody.
Very efficient,
Love it.
very efficient.